Welcome to this video. My name is Dino P. Ellis. I am a new author, author of the new book that has just been released by Trafford Publishing out of Indiana. It's called Columbine, Isolated Victims, Ignored Signs, and it says Victims of Intolerance. And what this book is actually about. Um, um, and to get a copy, you can go to www.trafford.com. That's trafford.com/07 hyphen. That's not underscore. That's the little hyphen in between. 0935. So that's trafford.com/07/0935. But if you look to the very back of the book, alright, and if you read to the back, it says Columbine, Isolated Victims, Ignored Sign is the untold story of those whom had killed and in return committed suicide, not because they wanted to kill or die, but only because no one cared that they lived. And what that means is victims are crying out for help without saying anything at all. And what that means is they are crying out. When you see them attacking people for nothing, that's crying out. When you see them being alone and isolated from everyone else, that is crying out. When you see them making fun of other people, that is crying out. When you see them disrespecting their parents for the least disciplinary action, or if their parents refuse to allow them to parent themselves practically, that is crying out. When you see them dropping tremendously in their grades, that is crying out. When you see them hurting themselves, God bless the mark, that is crying out, and the list goes on and on and on. It may not be in the voice that you and I, or the language rather, that you and I understand, but they are in fact crying out. And that is what this book is all about. They are in fact crying out. It's just that we don't hear and understand their tears. You see, and that's the unfortunate part. So this book is with respect to highlight those important signs, or those unseen signs, that will be able to help a parent to see those signs and to help them to be better, effective parents. It also to help teens to understand who they are inside, and love who they are inside, or in their own skin, as I called it in the book, and appreciate themselves for who they are. You see, so it also did help college students, teens, early parents, low self-esteem teenagers. Listen, I am a victim of abuse. I'm a victim of bigotry. I'm a victim of homophobia. I'm a victim of threats. I'm a victim of discrimination, and the list just goes on and on. But what I did with all of that negativity is I made it into a helping tool to help other persons, rather than remaining a victim, or remaining to continue to live my life as a victim. All right, and as a motivational, as a writer or an author and a motivational speaker, I speak to teens or to youths about it, because it's not where you've been, it's where you're going. It's not what you have or what you don't have, is what you can get. And people just have to understand who they are inside. But when we turn on our televisions and we look at what's going on, we say, hey, why is this going on? Why is there so much violence on our streets and so much guns and so much bloodshed? And it's because everybody, excuse me, is going in their own direction, and nobody's taking the time to stop, look, think, all right, and lend their ear, lend their shoulder to a hurting child, to a hurting teen. We're so busy with our lives. Parents are so busy trying to live the good life, the fabulous life, that they neglect their children. All right, children are so busy being caught up with trying to get famous that they don't have the time to take the time to stop and love themselves. People are so busy attacking homosexuals that they don't have the time to understand and love who they are inside and appreciate who they are inside. Differences is here. It has always been here, and it will always be here. All right, there's differences in color. That's for a reason. There are differences in race. That's for a reason. There's differences in finances. That's for a reason. There's differences in jobs. That's for a reason. Every difference is important. All right. Somebody has to dump your garbage. All right. That's a job that should be respected, because if we leave our desk and our garbage pile up for a day or 2 days without moving it, all right, it would be chaos. All right, so we have to respect the person that do it. All right, so everything there is the mechanics, their job is important, because one like me who came from a father who's an excellent mechanic, I can't even do anything with my own car. So my father's job is important. All right, so we were not made to all look alike and all be alike and all act alike. We're all made to be different, and difference is so very important. We shouldn't attack each other's differences. All right, we should respect it. We don't have to accept it. We don't have to live the way others are living, but we should at least respect them and give them and allow them to live their life the way they want to live it. And that's all I'm saying. All right. So thank you for checking out the video. The book is a very, very good book. I don't have the time to share everything on this video because it's very short, but it's the book is very, very good, and I thank you for your support, and I ask that you check it out once again. It's on www.trafford.com/07-0935. All right, and if you wish to have me come in to speak to an event, you can just email me at DENOP as in potcake ELLIS at yahoo.com or at live.com, and I will be happy to come in and speak to a youth event, or speak to a grown event, or speak to whatever event that you're having. Thanks once again for checking out the video. Spread the word. You can forward it to friends and family, and thank you for your support, and I will be glad to come in and personally sign your book. Alright, so thanks a lot, and God bless. Until next time, please subscribe.